This video is about how to create an automatic list of tables with page numbers in your master's and PhD thesis. I have a master's student's thesis here, which is in its final draft form. They've already created a table of contents using the table of contents function under references in the Word in Microsoft Word, and what we want to do now is to create a list of figures and a list of tables that we can automatically create from heading styles in the thesis itself. So the first thing we have to do is find all the table headings in a document. So I'm going to do a search for the word table and use this to dig up all the table headings in the document. I'm going to highlight one of these table headings and I'm going to create a new paragraph style to apply to this table heading. You can do this by clicking on this little down arrow in the style section of your home bar on Word, and then down here there's an icon for creating a new style that I'm going to use. So I am going to create a new style called table heading. If I wanted to change the formatting of this, I can do this in here, font and paragraph style, but I'm just going to click OK. The other way of updating a table heading style, paragraph style like this, incidentally, is to make your changes in the document itself. So I'm going to apply bold text, and then I'm going to right-click table heading style here and click on this option to update this particular paragraph style called table headings to match selection. So this is my selection, and it's going to update the formatting of all table headings to match this selection. And you can see the formatting has changed here too. So now I'm just going to quickly go through and find all the other table headings in this document, and I'm going to apply this paragraph style table headings to each of these. I think there's two more in this document. Cool. So now what we need to do is go back to our list of tables, and the thing to do here is to create a new table of contents, in fact, but we want to create a new table of contents using the table heading styles that we've created, and not the chapter headings and subheadings used for the rest of the thesis. And we also don't want to replace the existing table of contents, which we want to keep. So the way to do this is, again, we go to References, Table of Contents, and we want to create a custom table of contents. We want to replace these heading styles here, which are for the chapter headings and subheadings, and replace them with our newly created table headings. So the way of doing this is in Options here. So here you can see it says TOC, which stands for Table of Contents Level. TOC 1 is the first level heading, TOC 2 second level heading, and so on. And so you can see at the moment it's set up to draw these table of contents levels from heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3, which are our chapter headings. We don't want those, so I'm going to delete those, and instead we want to use our newly created table headings here. So I'm going to say that is going to be our level 1 table heading, and that's all I need. So I'm going to click OK here. The option here to modify, incidentally, is to modify the formatting of level 1 table headings or level 2 table headings as it appears in your table of contents. So if you want them bold or not bold, then this is where you do it. In fact, my table headings are bold. I don't want them bold in this list of tables. So I'm going to modify this to remove the bold formatting of the font. Make it regular formatting, and that will probably do for now, I think. So now when I click OK, it's going to ask me if I want to replace the pre-existing table of contents. I definitely don't want to do this, so I'm going to click No here, and it's going to create this list of tables from the formatting style headings that I have applied. One of the useful things about doing this is that you can now quickly jump to these tables by using Control and then left click to jump to these tables. The other useful thing about this is you can see things that you might want to change, like I think it's probably best to take the reference out of the heading and put it in the bottom of the table, at the bottom of the table. And likewise, this one here needs a capitalization. So I'm going to go right click, click on, right click. I'm going to hold down the control key, click on left click, go to the table, make my amendment to my table heading, and then I'm going to go back to my list of tables. I'm going to right click and update field. And I want to update the entire table rather than just the page numbers only, and it will make this correction to the heading style. So you can do that right before you finish your thesis and submit it for examination. This is just a nice easy way of creating a list of tables that you can update when your page numbering changes in the rest of your thesis. It's very easy to update these and make sure they're correct as well. Just go through the same process to create a list of figures. You have to create a different unique heading style, of course, called figure headings in order to create this list of figures. Otherwise, everything else is just the same. Great, go for it.